Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with the second draft in Theros. This pack isn't very exciting at all. We got to try to Fates with this, which is kind of a cool card, but you really have to combo with him. We've got a decent Loathsome Cattle Pass, and this Return Phalanx isn't bad if you're going blue-black. Commune with the Gods is awesome if you have a Reanimator type strategy. And the Gorgon is okay. Every time I've playtested him, he's been kind of slow though. And everything else out of this is pretty bad. Wave Pressure Titan's okay. Grip Tide's pretty good. But I don't think anything is worth picking over a Triad of Fates just in case I go the white-black strategy. So we'll take Triad of Fates. Now we have a 2/3 prevent combat damage that we'd be able to. Those are pretty good. This is actually a pretty good card, making a target creature must be blocked this turn. That's pretty good. As if you have any sort of Death Toucher or huge creature, you can force them to block it, and then you get to trade nicely. But again, I don't think it's worth second picking. I don't like the Odile of Oribos as much as I like the other ones. Well, they're actually decent. They're not too bad. We got the Heroic. I probably won't go with the Heroic strategy since I did that last time. We're going to try a different strategy. This is actually a pretty good card, but it's 8 mana. Fates Foretold is awesome. Minotaur, there's a Skull Cleaver, and I might just take the Skull Cleaver because it looks like it's the most powerful card. But I went aggro last time. Everything else in here, again, is just very unexciting. I do like this Flash Enchantment. That's a pretty cool card. But we're going to take this Minotaur. Or maybe a Lone and Snare Caster. We'll take the Minotaur. 4 damage for 3 mana is not bad at all. Oh, baby. Now we're looking into red. So we got a Fanatic Amogus and another Akron Hoplite. We didn't ever get to see this card. I got it out one time in the last draft, but it just kind of sat there. I was mana screwed. So, yeah, and there's a Divine Verdict, which isn't bad at all. This is just... We went from a very unexciting pack to a very exciting pack. As we have Fanatic Amogus, which is definitely the best card in here. And we also have this Scholar of Theros that goes with our Triad of Fates. And this card's Disciple Phoenix isn't bad. And this Burnished Heart's very good, actually, if you're trying to go a 3-color deck. As you can sack it to go get two lands. Helps you ramp like crazy, too, even though it's late ramp. It's going to be Fanatic Amogus is the best card in here. Absolutely love it. This Sip of Hemlock's not bad either, but Fanatic is just so powerful, and you can build around it. And with 2 Minotaurs, we can definitely go this. And if we have to splash white or black, we'll go that strategy for the Triad of Fates. So liking my first 3 picks pretty decently so far. This card was fun in the pre-release with the Grey Merchant. All right, so we can go again. It looks like we're going back into the... I love this Erebos Emissary, actually. It's a great card. As you discard a creature card, it gets +2/+2. That's not bad at all. Rescue of the Underworld's really fun with cards that have comes into play abilities. Akron Crusader is just a boss in the Heroic strategy. Might go the Heroic strategy again. I hate to bore you guys, but when it just starts giving me cards that put me into that, then I just think I have to go red aggro. I like the Akron Crusader a lot. I love this Triton Fortune Hunter. Again, the Laguna Bandiller is not bad. Cavalry Pegasus isn't bad. I like those two. I love the Firaxis Cure. And maybe we'll go black-red. Let's try a black-red strategy this time. I'm going to take this removal. Flamespeaker is good if you have anything to scries. Return to Centaur isn't that great unless you're a mill strategy. And I don't think there is very good mill strategies. So again, we're back into kind of a boring... this card's so good in a... I wish I would have seen this earlier, then I could have built a blue-green strategy. A blue-green, like, Grip Tide bounce strategy. Like, this goes... Voyager's End goes great with this as well, as you're going to be gaining a lot of life and hopefully drawing a lot of cards, too. Nothing else is too exciting in this. I think I might just take the Flamespeaker Adept in case I do get some scry cards. Or this Viper's Kiss isn't bad either, as it kills a lot of 1/1s, and there's quite a few 1/1s in the format. But I think I'm going to take the Flamespeaker Adept I'm thinking it's the most powerful one here, as Scry can be a thing. I like the spell Heart Chimera, but you really have to build around it. Destructive Reach is awesome in a deck like that. We have a Chimera that can block everything in the world, and we got a Rage of Perforos. I think we need to grab the removal. He's not bad at all. 2/2 Intimidate that can be slapped on something. Isn't a bad card. Scourge Mark's fun. Really fun card. It actually triggers off Heroic, which so far I don't really have any Heroic, and you get a draw card, and it's just +1/+0. Draw a card, Heroic. Not bad at all. But Rage, I think, is what I'm going to have to take at this point. It's removal. And red does have a lot of removal. It looks like I am being kind of cut out of removal. I love this Tormented Hero. I need it for a deck that I'm building, so I am going to take it. I don't think there's anything else. Pretty cool. That's actually a pretty cool card. Reveals the round, choose an online card from it. They exile. You may cast it as long as it remains exiled. Not bad at all. Another 3/2, man. This is going to be in, what, 3 Lagunas so far? Maybe that's just 2. But I need the Tormented Hero, and it works pretty well in our black-red aggro strategy. This is a great card for Heroic as well. +2/0, regenerate it, and I'll lose 2 life. So Tormented Hero is going to be the... Too bad this didn't have draw a card. Tormented Hero is going to be the pick, and I need those. Cool. We get another curse, or cure, not curse, huh? The cure, which is very good. And we actually have another Akron Crusader, but I'm going to go ahead and take the cure. 2 damage, 2 life isn't bad. Get rid of a blocker. I might just take this for a sideboard option because nothing else is very decent here. I mean, that's good for green. That's good for green. Black. It's not bad for black. It's good for fixing. But at this point, I'm not going into green. So I'm just going to take this Dark Betrayal for a sideboard option against a black deck. Loner Snarecaster's good. Boulderfall just seems way too expensive. 8 mana just is incredibly too expensive. Here's another little cantrip thing. But I'll take the Snarecaster for the event that I have to splash white. And again, either one of these is good. I'm going to take the Triton in case I decide to splash blue. Last Breath's decent. Both those are decent, but the Triton's a better pick. So we got Messenger Speed, Mnemonic Wall, or Lost in Labyrinth. None of these are that decent. This actually does trigger off Heroic. We'll go ahead and take the creature. I wouldn't play either of the others, even if I were in those color in blue, or I don't like Messenger Speed. It's too much of a wasted card. Haste and Trample on a card isn't that great, just for 1 mana to take a card out of your hand. Yes, like I said, it does get Heroic, but meh. Liking this so far, though. Definitely need some more red cards for this Fanatic Amogus. We have the black. We have options of Grey Merchant of Asphodel. 2 of my favorite commons, or this is an uncommon, I guess, but between Fanatic and Grey Merchant, those are my favorite type of cards in the format. We can take a Priest, and it looks like white splashing is something we can do. And the Triad of Fates actually works with Fanatic Amogus, so I might end up splashing white. We'll see. I definitely need to get some Traveler's Amulets if that's the case. And it does look like red's such a popular strategy because it has a lot of like the lightning strikes. Just such a splashable color. And it's got a lot of bombs in red. So I'd love to see another Fanatic. I'd love to see that Minotaur that gives all Minotaurs +1/+1 in haste. Or the Trampler one. +1/+1 Trampler would be cool too. Because we got a nice little... And of course the 2/3 black regenerators would be great too. Boon Satyr is such an awesome card. And I need it for a deck too. I mean, I hate to actually just pick it over like a Blood Toll Harpy or a Grey Merchant. I need these Boon Satyrs really, really bad for a deck that I'm building. But maybe I can. They're going for 4 tickets at the moment. I think this will go down. And I actually do want to make a good video here. So I think I either take this Grey Merchant or Dragon's Mantle. Dragon's Mantle is awesome on Heroic, but it wouldn't be a first pick, of course. The Blood Toll Harpy is awesome in an aggro deck. And again, I think I'm too far out of green to actually splash in green. I mean, I love this card. Great, great card. There's our Traveler's Amulet. I think I'm going to take the Grey Merchant of Asphodel. I mean, I really want to take this, but since this is a video, I'm gonna take the Grey Merchant of Asphodel and pass this Boon Satyr. Let's see, another Emissary. We got the Betrayal. I like the Betrayal a lot. This is kind of a very unexciting again. Love this in a heroic deck. Not much here except for maybe an emissary. I actually like the emissaries. And again, the betrayal is a fun card. I'm hoping this wheels. And again, this return centaur is not even worth playing. It's going to be the emissary. I hate to pick it this high up because it's something you could definitely wheel. I mean, I could take this sandals for, like, I got a Mogus. I've got some decently big cards, but it's going to be this emissary. I think it's the best card in here. There's another oh, wow, a bomb of all bombs, and a mythic that's going to be worth some money, or a Fanatic Amogus. And I want to take this Astron Rider. I mean, it's 8 mana. But, I mean, and there's a Magma Jet in here. I mean, this just solidifies my deck. Another Fanatic Amogus just makes my deck so good. But, I mean, how can I justify taking it over an Astron Rider, which I can immediately trade for probably like 5 tickets right off the bat? Or possibly more, because it's going to go in some strategies. Since I'm doing a video, I'm going to just take the Fanatic Amogus. I would take this in any other instance. Magma Jet's always nice as well, but Fanatic is just such a boss. Now we got a Spark Jolt, which is decent. We have another Cackling Triton, and I haven't 100% decided on black yet, and the Triton is really good. This bear is not like it. Spark Jolt's actually not bad at all. Scry is kind of good. There's a Dauntless Onslaught. You know how much I like that card last draft. I think that it's going to be the Spark Jolt, as it can kill. There's a lot of 1 toughness creatures in this format. We got a Prowler's Helm, another way to get unblockable. We have another Priest of Ionis. Or Iroas, not Ionis. We have a Divine Verdict, which I think is better than a Priest if we're splashing. So I'm going to take a Divine Verdict, and we might actually be splashing into white. Or I could just take this Bronze Sable. But Divine Verdict seems a little more powerful. Flingcast Wheel is not bad. But we have the card we wanted to see. I wanted to pick up some of these. And Battlewise Velour is great for heroic deck as well, but we're going to take the Deathbell Raider. Works perfectly in our strategy. And this is a Minotaur. I think it's definitely something we could... If 4/3 is not bad in this format, we have the Snarecaster, which is great. Piper, don't worry about. I'm going to take this because it's really heavy red. And it's a Minotaur, so if we end up getting any Minotaur dudes, we're great. Another one of these hasters is exactly what I want to see. The Boon's good, of course. The Lone and Snarecaster, man, this could have been a lot of Lone and Snarecasters. I love this enchantment here. It's great. More heroic stuff. But I'm going to take this Minotaur Skull Cleaver. That's 2 of them, right? Yes. And we have a pretty good red deck going here. Dragon's Mantle is always fine. Traveler's Amulet is probably better since I might want to be splashing for white now for the Divine Verdict and the Triad. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Traveler's Amulet. And it thins the deck, which isn't bad at all. I do like the dragon, as it helps out the Fanatic Amoguses. The dragon's, the Aura, Dragon's Mantle, is that what it's called? As it helps out the Fanatic Amogus, and it with the devotion counter, and it just replaces itself, it cantrips itself. So like in this deck, probably will splash for Triads of Fate now. And Divine Verdict, maybe, or maybe if I get that other Crackling comes back. Well, Face Foretold is definitely the best card. I mean, the Fleet Feather Sandals actually isn't bad now in a deck that's got a 4/3 and 2 4/2s. So I'm probably going to take it, and I probably will play it. I love this Face Foretold though, but not going to play it. So I'm going to play one of Fleet Feather Sandals. It's pretty good. So I do need some more early drops. So like Deathbell Raiders are perfect, and Akron Crusaders. are perfect as well. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Since I'm splashing white, Priest of Ionis is probably a little bit better than Leonid's Snarecaster. And Last Breath is definitely an option, so we'll take it. Even though I don't like it in an aggro deck because it gives my opponent four life. But sometimes that's the difference. Like if I need to get in with that 4/2, and I have to kill something that has 2 toughness, just so I can get in, it kind of negates the whole life gain there, and I get to kill a creature. But I'm probably not going to play it. In fact, I don't even know if I am going to splash white at this point. Probably will for the Priest of Eros, but it'll be like very, very, very slight white, like maybe a 1 white in the entire deck to cast a Trident Fates and to activate the Priest of Iroas. There's another priest, man. Enchantments, beware. Could have taken the 2/1. Definitely a decent pick. No lightning strikes, but double Fanatic Mogus. Come on, Minotaur Lord. Either one of them. Gotta think that I would have seen a black one by now. Probably not enough scries so far to make this Flame Speaker Adept actually work. Kind of cool with the Spark Jolt though. All right, so we get an awesome card here in Agent of Fates. We don't have a lot of ways to trigger off Heroic. We have another Spark Jolt, but Agent of Fates is awesome. And we also have a Stone Shock Giant, which is pretty good. A 5/4 for 5 is not bad. And a Monstrosity, if we ever get 8 mana, can just win the game. An Ill-Tempered Cyclops isn't bad either. And another Spark Jolt, which does have Scry. But it's going to be this Agent of Fates or the Sip of Hemlock. And I think I need the Agent of Fates for a deck I'm building. Which is funny I don't take the big Mythic that I could trade for cards I need. But, I mean, this works in my deck, too. So, I'm going to go for Agent of Fates. There's another Minotaur there. Pretty cool. You can go black-red Minotaur strategy pretty easily in this format. Going to go ahead and take the Agent of Fates. And we got another cure. Nothing else is very exciting in this. I'm thinking the Rage of Perforos is a little bit better than the cure. Oh, Lightning Strike. Wow. How'd I miss that, guys? Lightning Strike it is. We absolutely need a Lightning Strike, so we'll take it. Dragon's Mantle, Titan Strength is something I kind of need for my Agent of Fates now. Another Grey Merchant of Asphodel, though, is just really good. I don't know if I have enough Grey Merchants, but I mean, with the Trident Fates, I have these bouncy Fanatic Mogus Grey Merchant type strategy. But hopefully one of these wheels, which I think one of them will, if not both. They're both very solid in this heroic deck that I'm trying to build. Well, it's not really heroic. There's only 2 heroic guys, just Tormented and Agent of Fates. So, yeah. I mean, Dragon's Mantle will be better, though. We're going to go ahead and take this Grey Merchant because it works well with our Trident Fate bounce strategy. And now another Traveler's Amulet will be a big priority if we see one. So this card is cool, but I barely ever played it in the pre-release. It was just too slow. So I'd rather just take a Deathbell Raider and go for more aggressive strategy here than take this Aberrant Overlord. Because I'm telling you, this guy is too slow. Every time I've got him out, he's too slow. He works with Trident Fate pretty well, but it's just something I'm not going to go. He was such a dead card in my hand in the pre-release. And I was more of a mid-range deck. I was playing 17 lands. So I'm thinking that I want to play 16 lands in this deck that I'm building. There's no way I'm going to play this Aberrant Overlord. So the Deathbell Raider is definitely a better pick. So a Crusader's pretty good. We have another cure, but as I said before, and this is awesome actually. I mean, but I think I have to take a Traveler's Amulet just to fix the deck a little bit. As I will go find my white or black that I need, the double black. Oop, there's my prize from last one. So, I mean, a Spark Jolt, a Crusader, Cutthroat Maneuver is so good. But I think that I need this Traveler's Amulet just to fix that. And now it opens up to more white options as well. Ordeal of Helio's not bad. Messenger Speed's horrible. Pegasus isn't bad. The Ray of Dissolution is definitely something I could... Well, I probably wouldn't because I've looked at how many priests I have. So, I'm just going to take this rare because everything in here is pointless for me. I mean, I could go this Ordeal of Helios against another aggro deck. Or this Ray of Dissolution, but I'm just going to take this rare. Nothing else I care about in that. Read the Bones is awesome. I don't even think I have to look at other... Oh, never mind. There's my Minotaur guy. Ha! I'm like, read the bones, nothing else. But there's my Minotaur. I have so many Minotaurs in this. We're going to take him. So Double Striking Hound. Dark Betrayal is great for anti-black. And also this Peak of Eruption is great for anti-red. But I think a 1-2 Double Striker with no way for me to really pump it is not that great. Man, I have no Heroic, do I? That's unfortunate. I don't have any Heroic. As my Agent of Fates and whatnot, it's not going to be that great. I think I'm going to take the Dark Betrayal. Maybe I do take this Battle-Wise Valor. Just in case that... Oh, there's a Glare in there as well. That was like the most anti-pack ever. Kind of want to take the Scholar. It's a great card. It actually works in my deck. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take it. And look at all this white. A Lifelinking Bestow, that's not bad. The Vanquish the Foul isn't bad either. It's 6 mana, though. I don't like either one of these. Retune 2 creature cards is okay from my graveyard. I'm going to take this 1-1 Lifelinker. Doubt I'll ever play it. Gives a guy... It's like 4 mana for a Lifelink, though. There we go. We got a Dragon's Mantle. We absolutely need it for the Heroic. I want to have some sort of Heroic. And I think there was one more Dragon's Mantle that was floating around. Hopefully I get it. And that will finish off my deck quite nicely. But at this point, I have to take whatever Heroic stuff is possible. Because I really, really need to make this deck work for the Agent of Fates and Tormented Hero. I do believe I need some sort of Heroic. A 200 Trample for 2 is not bad. It's something I could definitely play. Too bad that's not a Minotaur. And yeah, the Tormented Hero and the Agent of Fates probably aren't worth playing. Well, he's a 3-2 Death Toucher for 3. That's not bad, actually. For the off chance that... I mean, I might even have to play a Messenger Speed. But this guy's just... It's still 2 damage and 2 life. So I'm probably going to end up playing the Tormented Hero just for 2-1 for 1. And going to be splashing black and white very, very subtly. So Tread of Fates can make it and the Warcaller. So Dragon's Mantle I do need. It's like my only way to get Heroic. I can actually Spark Jolt my own guy for Heroic. Or even Lightning Strike if I have to kill one of their creatures. But I'm going to take these Priests of Iroas could come in. And even this Satyr Rambler could come in. I could go an incredibly aggressive black-red deck. Like this. I would probably even use this Flame Speaker. Just because it's a 2-3 creature really, really quick. No, I probably don't have enough to do this. So the Sandals are going to come in as kind of a little hasty. Yeah, so this is what it looked like if I didn't decide to go white. Then I probably want to play these Gray Merchants, as there's something that worked quite well. So I'm definitely gonna cut out a, and then I probably want a Divine Verdict as well. It's removal, or do I even want to go white for the Triad of Fates? Yeah, at this point. Bouncing, I do think I think the Triad of Fates is actually good enough. And these 2 Trials Admins will allow me to go 15 lands, so I need to make 3 cuts so far. But I kind of want to go this... Where'd he go? This hopefully Eidolon. Because it gives it actually bestows. Giving my 3/2 Death Toucher is not bad at all. For 4 mana is not bad. Plus 1/1 lifelink for 4 mana isn't horrible. And then you get a 1/1 lifelinker after that. But it's probably not worth it. So it's 3 cards I need to cut out. And Gray Merchants kind of seem like a cut, but not when I have some decent. Tormented Hero. Probably not worth playing. And the Satyr Rambler. Even though now I have 1 drops in the Priests. I just need 1 more cut. Probably just a Priest of Erois is the right cut. I probably don't need 3 of them. Or I could do this and I could actually cut out some cures since they're double blacks. And go 16 lands. And I could even actually bring in this Rambler or this Tormented Hero again. The hero's just, there's no way I'm going to actually heroic this Tormented Hero. But it's still a first turn play. I think it's Divine Verdict that comes in. Over the Farika's Cure. No, Farika's Cure just seems too good to cut. So I'm going to go down the Flamespeaker Adept. We're going to add some lands. It's saying no white, huh? Why in the world would you say no white? We're just going to do, it's just going to be 1 white. That's all I'm going to put in here. All we have is Divine Verdict and a... Oh no, we don't have the Divine Verdict. I think that looks good. We should be okay. Just very, very splashing the white. And not the best deck. I didn't end up with the best deck ever. But it'll work. Yeah, we're gonna go like this. It's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.